2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Curry dishes to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Now Van Vliet. And the layup falls.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Green. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's a tough one there from Draymond Green. As tough as they come.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's stolen by Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Thompson against Butler. Thompson passes to Şengün. It's stolen by Green. Butler kicks to Green. Pass to Moody. Outside for Curry. Here's Butler. Here's Green. Pass to Podziemski. Second chance shot. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Now Podziemski, covered by Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Houston. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Dishes it to Butler. Back to Podziemski. Green passes to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Just 5 on the clock. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 5.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. On the heel, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Give him a hand.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. And that one's good. Whitmore.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Hield dishes to Green. Back to Hield. Clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Passes it to Adams. Doesn't go for it. Great D that time from Green. Here's Hield. Left side, Butler. Holiday against Curry. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Smith for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Hield. They get it back. Shot's good by Butler.
Butler does the things on offense, but it's the dirty work, the loose balls, the extra possessions that he gives you on D. That's special.
Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Here's Eason. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Now here's Hield, guarded closer. Curry against Holiday. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody, and it's Green in at center. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor, working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems illogical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. And that one's good. Green.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Curry finds Moody. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hield the pass to Moody. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
On the court.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Houston. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The 10-footer. Here's Şengün. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Here's Moody, and there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Rockets leading by 3. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Rockets with possession here. Releases from 15. Not going to go that time.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The Warriors making a switch here. Pojemski's checked in. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Hield showing more ball handling there for you. He can be slippery.
Here's Brooks. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Butler. The pass to Hield. Golden State moving it around. Moody's shot is off. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Green. The rebound by Post.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Moody the pass to Hield. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. The layup missed. Houston leading by 5. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Shoots from 12. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air, makes it very difficult to contest.
Pojemski's shot is good. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout Rockets. Time to get wild and make some noise.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
State basketball.
Hield outside. The kick outside to Butler. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston in the lead. Whitmore up top, covered by Hield. Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup. The Warriors shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Butler. They kick out to Hield. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
These quick hitting plays are great for a quick set shooter. Hield scoring.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Pass to Hield. Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. Butler loves the three-point look.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Holiday looking for an opening. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And a better box out saves him 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Swiped away. Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete using that vertical he has. Get up and throw it down.
Here's Whitmore. Covered by Heel. Whitmore with it. Overhealed. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 1. And now let's catch up.
32.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these 2 teams. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They found a slight edge on them.
And that'll do it for our halftime reports.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Brooks is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Good use of the stop and pop there by Brooks, keeping his body under control.
Down low. Pass to Podziemski. They kick out to Heel. Shot clock at 6. Post. The teardrop falls in.
And credit Buddy on that play. The correct read, setting up his teammate.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 1-point game. To the paint. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Warriors basketball.
A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
They get the rebound. Back to Podziemski. The kick outside to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Rockets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Butler sends it back.
And Butler, really, he's a two-way terror. I mean, that's the only way to say it. Sending that one back.
Stolen by Brooks. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul.
Gary Payton.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the Rockets with possession here. They lead by 1. And it's Gary Payton the second with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. They get a hand on it. Brooks feeling it out a bit. For the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For the Dubs.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Thompson, high post. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Payton. Pass to Post. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and the Warriors miss again. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Down low, and Şengün with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. 6 points for Şengün. Here's Podziemski, covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Post. 5 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Post has got 5 now. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And the basket by Payton.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brooks, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. And a switch here also for Houston. Green's checked in. Kicks to Hield. To the inside. Jackson Davis.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Here's Brooks. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Amen Thompson. That one doesn't go. Passes to Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
On the wing, Holiday. And it's blocked. Payton against Eason. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game. Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks.
Rocket sub, Whitmore.
1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Holiday. Plays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 6 points.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
The shot by Payton, no good. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Smith. Pass to Whitmore. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Payton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Moody's checked in for Hield. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Podziemski. There's the drive. Back to Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. Adams, some nice D. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Smith finds Adams. Now Green. For the lead. Offline. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Warriors on top, up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Stephen Curry, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody, and it's Peyton in at the 3. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, good on that one.
At the line for the Dubs, Trace Jackson-Davis.
Good on the second free throw.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
To the middle. Here's Şengün.
Golden State foul. Trace Jackson-Davis. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Houston.
Makes it. The next one could tie it up. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Gary Payton. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston. It's Curry with the drive. Yep, it counts.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's VanVleet. Yes! And the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Fred VanVleet at the line for 1.
And it's tied up with that one. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
I don't know what you do with Steph in the pick and roll situation like that. He capitalizes because of the separation, and it doesn't have to be much.
VanVleet can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Curry looking it over. Over in the corner, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. The Rockets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. VanVleet outside. And the pass to Easton. Lets it fly. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. Green dishes to Butler. Curry on the wing. Pass to Moody. Butler on the wing. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. To the wing right side. Here's Moody. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Moody's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. VanVleet against Curry.
And an aggressive inside play there from VanVleet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
He throw good, VanVleet. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Curry outside. Curry making it look so easy.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Jackson Davis, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
To the inside, Brooks. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Curry, and there's the call on Curry. That will get him his 4th foul in the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Van Vliet with it. Butler covering. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Green. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Curry passes it to Moody. On the wing, Green shoots the 3. With the putback, Curry on the follow. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Steph timing that offensive rebound just right, keeping active.
Now a timeout called by Houston. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but he has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
He could score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
And the basket by Curry.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
Van Vliet attacking. To the left side wing. Şengün with a wide open look. Misses the chippy right there. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Moody. Outside, Green. 1:14 left in the game. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
It's Curry outside. The putback, and Green is right there. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, Draymond just eating glass that time on the inside, finding some room, carving out space. Great activity.
And Şengün with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Butler in the corner, stolen by Brooks. And here's Green outside. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And with the game tight, Green gets even more in that zone and ensures he's delivering what his team needs.
And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth.
Nation, time to make some noise and welcome out to New York. Warriors 15. Give it up one more time for your Warriors 15.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nails the tray.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind. Notably, how hungry he is to win at all costs.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Curry against Van Vliet. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot. He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the lock, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer. It counts.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.